Tyrannosaurus Rex versus Tarbosaurus Batar.
This is quite possibly the dumbest matchup that I've ever seen. Not to mention that this Tarbosaurus is designed completely wrong. The thing that differentiates Tarbosaurus from T-Rex is the fact that Tarbosaurus has a much thinner skull with eyes at the sides of its head, limiting its vision.
It's the Tyrant Lizard King versus the Alarming Lizard. Tarbosaurus was very similar to the T-Rex, despite living far away in Asia about 70 million years ago, at the end of the late Cretaceous period.
Wasn't the end of the late Cretaceous period 66 million years ago?
Similarities between Tarbosaurus and Tyrannosaurus might be related to their large size, independently developed.
Now we're shown Jurassic Park / Jurassic World. Will you guys stop using that as an educational source? This is outdated, but still.
Through convergent evolution. The T-Rex, well, needs no introduction. It lived in North America during the Upper Cretaceous period, 68 to 66 million years ago. So these two dinosaurs never actually met. But this is YouTube, so fight!
Dude, the T-Rex just absolutely claps the Tarbosaurus. The Tarbosaurus is just downgraded T-Rex in every way.
First, some stats. Tyrannosaurus, height at head, 6 meters.
Where did you get that from? Clash the Dinosaurs? At least you spelled T-Rex correctly, unlike it.
Length, 12.4 meters. Weight, 6 to 8 tons.
An average T-Rex likely had around a mass of 8 to 9 tons.
Speed, 40 to 60 kilometers per hour.
Which is just an absolute bogus. T-Rex had a top speed of around 17 miles per hour, which translates to 27 kilometers per hour.
It's possible. Bite force, 6 tons in the upper range. Diet, large and armored dinosaurs, like Triceratops. Now onto the weapons of the T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus had a bite force of around 6 tons, and had over 60 20-centimeter teeth lining his 1.2 meter jaw. Using his bite force in
Jurassic Park again, Jesus. Hope the dude already learned his lesson. If it's made in 2022, the golden standard is use prehistoric planet.
Teeth. Tyrannosaurus could easily tear off over 60 kilograms of flesh. The neck of the T-Rex formed a natural S-shaped curve like other theropods, but was short and muscular to support the massive head. T-Rex also possessed powerful muscular legs. Some scientists claim speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour,
which is just complete bogus.
While some claim it could barely walk.
No, it can still run. Like, its anatomy, it could use its tail for balancing. The T-Rex could still run, just not very fast.
Anyway, Tarbosaurus, height at head, 4 meters.
Which is a bit too tall as well, but to be fair, is not as ridiculous as the T-Rex 6 meter thing. That's just Clash the Dinosaurs stuff.
Length, 12 meters.
Which is wrong. An average Tarbo measured around 10 meters in length.
Weight, 5, maybe 6 tons.
No, it's just 5 tons at max.
Speed, 40 to 60 kilometers per hour.
The lower range is more reasonable. Tarbosaurus had a max speed of around 25 miles per hour.
Bite force, around 5 tons. Diet, large dinosaurs like Saurolophus and Nemegtosaurus.
Yes, but it would still have trouble trying to kill them. Now I searched them, and based on the anatomy, the Tarbosaurus is more likely to win against Saurolophus, but the Saurolophus will still put up a good fight. The Nemegtosaurus, on the other hand, maybe the Tarbosaur could still win a few matches. However, the Nemegtosaurus would still win the majority. It's basically like T-Rex versus Diplodocus, but actually it's kind of a tie.
Now onto the weapons of Tarbosaurus. Like most known tyrannosaurids, Tarbosaurus was a large bipedal predator, weighing up to 6 tons. It had a muscular body and legs built for running and hunting. It was equipped with about 60 large teeth, more than the T-Rex. It had a unique locking mechanism in its lower jaw. It also had the smallest forelimbs relative to body size of all tyrannosaurids, renowned for their puny arms.
Which still has some usage, like preventing others of their kind from biting their arms.
The unexpanded rear of the skull meant that Tarbosaurus' eyes did not face directly forwards, suggesting that it lacked the binocular vision of Tyrannosaurus. Now let's start with the advantages of Tyrannosaurus. while the T-Rex was slightly larger and heavier.
I mean, larger and longer.
It possessed a more flexible and powerful jaw. The T-Rex had forward-facing eyes, with some degree of binocular vision. The T-Rex may have had puny arms, but they were still larger than Tarbosaurus's.
Wouldn't even help at all at this fight. Like, the T-Rex didn't need to use arms for hunting, it just used its head.
Now onto the disadvantages of the T-Rex. It's hard to think of any disadvantages when it comes to the T-Rex. Perhaps he was slower on his feet, according to some studies. The T-Rex possessed less teeth than Tarbosaurus, which may be a disadvantage. Now onto the advantages of Tarbosaurus. As mentioned earlier, between 58 to 64 teeth lined Tarbo's jaws, slightly more than the T-Rex. Tarbosaurus was used to hunting massive sauropods, like Nemegtosaurus, maybe more so than the T-Rex, who probably battled Triceratops. As a result, perhaps Tarbo was the better fighter and knew how to use his body weight to topple large dinos.
I feel like the T-Rex would actually be a more experienced fighter than the Tarbosaurus, because not only does the T-Rex have to deal with Edmontosaurus and Triceratops, and it also have to deal with Ankies, and it's going to need to train itself a lot. Like, it's going to need to do a lot of hunting stuff.
There's evidence that Tarbosaurus was a good runner, due to the stress fractures on bones. Tarbo's unique jaw-locking mechanism could have been very deadly. This isn't really an advantage, but it's worth mentioning that Tarbosaurus hunted in groups. Now to the disadvantages of Tarbosaurus. Well, he was smaller and lighter, for starters.
Smaller and shorter. Like, the Tarbosaurus is just a little more than half the mass of the T-Rex. How is it supposed to defeat a T-Rex? If a Giga Spino cannot beat a T-Rex, how does Tarbosaurus beat a T-Rex?
Tarbosaurus had a slightly less powerful bite, but it really depends on how you use it. Tarbosaurus had much smaller arms, if they were in use at all. Tarbosaurus had non-binocular eyesight, similar to Giganotosaurus, with eyes at the sides of its head. Okay, let's fight. The T-Rex and Tarbosaurus slowly circle each other, the carcass of a dead Triceratops sitting between them. Surprisingly, Tarbosaurus goes in for the kill first. He tries to bite T-Rex's neck, but misses. T-Rex quickly spins around and bites Tarbo's back, but he breaks free and he counterattacks. His jaws clamp down hard, like a bulldog, not letting go as T-Rex thrashes around, but the jaws remain locked around his neck. T-Rex rolls to the ground and breaks free. T-Rex is able to get up more quickly than Tarbo, who has tiny arms.
At least the dude kinda acknowledges that the T-Rex's arms were still of some usage.
And delivers a devastating bite on Tarbo's throat, killing him instantly. Verdict. I reckon the T-Rex would win 60% of the time.
60% of the time? What on earth? The T-Rex would win like 90% of the time at least. It's built to withstand heavy damage, and the Tarbosaurus is just over half the T-Rex's size, shorter, just disadvantaged every single way possible. The T-Rex just simply takes the win most of the time. Like, not 60%, like at least 90%, maybe even 95. I don't know, maybe 80 to 85, 90 to 95. I'm not sure, but the T-Rex would definitely win the majority of the matches.
I think Tarbosaurus is a very powerful dinosaur who's used to taking down larger sauropods than the T-Rex. I think this would be a very close battle.
In my opinion, most of the time it's just T-Rex utter domination.
However, T-Rex has the better fundamentals, so again wins overall. So I hope you enjoyed this.
Tarbosaurus, the mightiest ever. There is a recent documentary called Dinosaur by Stephen Fry, and it's probably even worse than Tarbosaurus, the mightiest ever. Tarbosaurus, the mightiest ever is now the second worst dinosaur documentary. Third being Clash of the Dinosaurs, fourth being JFC. Either that or Valley of the T-Rex, where Jack Horner just constantly bullies T-Rex for like 30 minutes straight.
Episode. Which dinosaur battle would you like to see next? Please let me know in the comments below, and I might make it. Until next time, thank you for watching Mega Top 10s.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. What was he even thinking? Like, how does a Tarbosaurus win against a T-Rex most of the time? The T-Rex is just simply better in every way. Tarbosaurus, man, like Tarbosaurus, it's a cool dinosaur, but when you compare that to T-Rex, the T-Rex is just a whole another level, and just, man. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See y'all next time.